But we've got more controversial news. Do you remember we had a big whinge last week about Commissar Yarrick?
Yep, yep. Old Tom Ben whinge again.
Yeah, turns out we had a big whinge, and so Warhammer community were like, we have to answer. We have to answer what happened to Commissar Yarrick. So for anyone who missed out on the little whinge last week, one of the mainstay Imperial Guard special characters who's been around since 2nd edition 40k.
Yeah, the old crab claw.
He's been taken out of the game. And apparently in the new codex there's this little like obituary of like how it doesn't even say how he died. It just says Yarrick's dead. No explanation. Doesn't say how he died, where he died. It's just like, yeah, he's dead now, don't worry about it. And so that led to a lot of people thinking, oh, well, he's a legendary character who's had a million adventures. They're not just going to kill him off screen.
Yeah, because he's been in 40k for a very long time.
One of the first named characters.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, oh, well, there must be more going on here. They're saving him up for a big plot reveal. Mm-hmm. And then when they previewed Angron,
I think that's on this.
Historically attacked Armageddon.
This page, like...
He's got a skull that looks like Yarrick's skull.
He's got a little skull that has a bionic eye, and so that led people to be like...
Ooh, maybe a connection. Maybe Angron kills Yarrick, and then Ghazghkull gets cross, which is a really fun fan theory. But GW are like getting ahead of this and saying, stop making up better stories than us.
Yeah.
He might not be dead. Or maybe he is dead. Or maybe he fought Ghazghkull. Or maybe he fought Angron. I guess we'll never know.
We don't know. Also, there's maybe, what's his name? The old Collectron.
Yes, Mr. Pokebot.
Because he's like, well, maybe they have Creed, and so maybe they got Yarrick as well.
So this whole article just reads like, please stop making up fun theories. We're never going to answer this.
Well, God, people are getting mad that we didn't really do anything. Fuck. Anything could be true. Who knows?
Who knows? Because we're not going to tell you.
Because we certainly don't know. Yeah.
And I hate it. I don't actually mind them killing off Yarrick. I wish more special characters did die in the story. Because they're all super plot armored and it's lame. So kill them off. I'm all for that. Just, make a story out of it, maybe. Maybe you can have a cool event and Yarrick dies in this important battle in some way, or something happens. Tell me something about it. Don't just say he died off screen, lol.
Yeah.
Like, just do something with it. Like, or don't kill him off. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because there have been times where characters have been missing from a codex for an edition, and then they come back later.
Like, one thing they did that I really enjoyed, like, do you remember Captain Tycho? I'm not a big Blood Angels fan, but Captain Tycho was the name of a White Dwarf Battle Report Blood Angel captain. Before this model got made, there was a White Dwarf Battle Report where a gold-painted Blood Angels commander was on the battlefield, this guy. And he got killed by an Orc Weird Boy on turn 1 with, like, Edgar or something like that. And then when the Blood Angel book came out, 6 months later, they turned him into a special character.
Yeah, which is really fun.
And they were like, he was mauled by a Weird Boy, and now he has to wear this faceplate because half of his face has melted off from the attack.
He's Phantom of the Opera.
Exactly, and he hates orcs now.
Yeah, I like that colour scheme.
And that was cool because you'd seen him like develop over time. Then they wrote him into he was at the Battle for Armageddon and he did some stuff and he was in some stories. And then the next time the Battle of Armageddon came around, number 3, they sent him there and he ended up succumbing to the Black Rage and joined the Death Company. And then you could have him in your army as a Death Company captain, which was... So this character had like 3 different editions and his story evolved and then eventually he died and he was gone. But they made it into this narrative over the course of like 10 years that he rose, he changed, he fell, and then he died. And it was cool, and he doesn't exist anymore.
It's a far more fun way to treat it.
Yeah, just do something like that. Look, people are still converting their own Primaris versions of him to this day because he's like
Just
cool character.
Just a cool dude.
So, I don't get it. I just don't get why you'd kill someone off.
Without doing it in an interesting way.
Yeah.
Just seems like such a missed opportunity. But then again, it's Games Workshop.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, that works really well.
Cool kind of head. Captain Tycho on that orc.
Ah. Oh no, I want to see that from another angle.
Yeah.
So yeah, an example of how to do it goodly. And here's an example of how to do it badly.
Yeah.
Fucking rip.
I'm still hoping that Ghazghkull and Angron, they have a fight.
I hope so.
Although, since last week, I've seen a lot of people have been getting very angry, saying that there's no way Ghazghkull could ever beat a Primarch, especially Angron. He's the best one. And first of all, in gaming terms, Ghazghkull can only take 4 wounds per turn, so he actually stands a pretty good chance in that one-on-one fight of beating.
True.
Of beating Angron.
But also, the Emperor and Horus both nearly died to whatever orc was at Ulanor. There was a big orc war there. That's where Horus was crowned War Master.
The Beast?
No, that was later.
Oh.
There was just this Ulanor campaign where the entire first company of the Lunar Wolves got wiped out.
It was 4 per phase, but yeah, Angron's not doing...
He's not doing much psychic or shooting,
He's not doing damage in the other phases.
So yeah, plenty of Primarchs have nearly died to orc war bosses in the past. So sure. Why not? Why the fuck not?
Also, even if Ghazghkull was to, in the story, beat the shit out of Angron, he isn't going to kill him. He's going to send him back to the warp or something like that.
And Ghazghkull's not going to know the right incantations of banishment to keep him locked away like the Grey Knights did.
Yeah.
He's going to be right back next week.
Yeah, exactly. But he can beat the shit out of him one time and then walk off in a grump. Not old Bearlie. And, we've had a fun little story.
Yeah, you get to do something with that.
Especially if Angron is kicking the shit out of important Imperial places, and they're this is the end times.
Ghazghkull literally saved the Imperium.
Which it's it would be such a good bit of the story. It's not a million miles away from what happened with the Storm of Chaos, where
Grimgor turned up and saved the Empire from Archaon, right?
Yeah. Because Grimgor was so mad that Crom the Conqueror had beaten him in a duel that he was just looking for Crom and was like, that guy's pretty big.
Spiky man.
I'm just going to beat the shit out of him, and then just walks off, still looking for Crom. And Archon's just like, what the fuck? Jeez! Love it.
Oh.
So yeah, just do that again. It's one of my favorite bits of, evolving storyline in a campaign.
Yeah, why not? It's way better than just, oh, we didn't think you'd care about Yarrick. Shit.
Oh, man.
We didn't write anything.
Yeah. Whereas I do like Yarrick.
Everyone likes Yarrick. They just did an animation about him.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, well.